All right, we are here for game 2. This is John Spring versus Alvarado. Cougars fall in the first game 5-0 to the Brock Eagles. Quickly, your starting lineup brought to you by Keith Ace Hardware, Carson Garrett, Hayes Herring, Will Haverkamp, David Bell, Jacob Blessman, Jack Kennedy, Maddox Moline, Mason Warner, and Trey Glockson with Vicente Morales in the field. Again, Keith Ace Hardware bringing you that starting lineup. And we are quickly underway. We are ready to go. Carson Garrett 0 for 3 in game 1. He is starting behind the plate tonight, or this afternoon, in game 2. First pitch, he's going to take inside and low for ball 1. And second pitch, he swings and fouls it down the third base line. 1 ball and 1 strike. Colton Burnett is pitching for the Indians with Timmy Luther behind the plate. Trying to get some things together. It's going to be a little number. Third baseman, he's going to come up, he's going to scoop it, he's going to throw it, and it's not going to be in time. Infield single, Carson Garrett.
Great to start off the hitting early. Hopefully we can keep it going.
Right. Good job there. Third baseman Lee Sanders coming in, just a little dribbler down and unable to get to it and got Carson going.
Pinch runner.
Now we got a pinch runner since Carson is behind the plate.
Looks like Lakin Fielding.
Lakin Fielding running at first base for Garrett. So that'll bring up Hayes Herring. Herring starting on the mound. He was 1 for 3 in game 1 against Brock. 1 on, nobody out, just underway, top of the first. Check swing pitch is downstairs for ball 1. And they said he went. They appealed down, so that is now going to be a strike. You know, 1 to Herring, well outside. Now 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch will come in, will get by. Not far enough for Lakin to decide he wanted to go. Didn't see that get by immediately. That made him stay there at first base. I think that was a good decision either way, even if he would have saw it immediately. That would have been a little hard one to get on. 2-1 here to Herring. That's going to be hit into right field for a base hit. Fielding going to stay at second base. So back-to-back singles for your Cougars here in this game will bring up Will Haverkamp. And we'll have a pinch runner for Hayes as well, as Hayes is on the mound. Can't see who is that coming in.
23. Gage Standoff?
No.
Oh, Ryan Hale.
Oh, Ryan Hale. Good to see him back. Did not know when he was going to be able to come back. Coming off of shoulder surgery from football. So it is awesome to see Ryan Hale on the field. I was not expecting to see him this early in the season. So 2 on in, nobody out here for Will Haverkamp. Big Will 0 for 3 in game 1. He hits well. That's going to be into left center field. Center fielder going back. He is still going back, and that's going to be over his head. And now it's going to be off of the wall.
Great hits.
Fielding held it up just to be sure it wasn't caught, so he's going to be the only one coming around. That's going to be an RBI double for Will Haverkamp. Good shot there from Haverkamp. Cougars quickly on the board here after not able to get one across in the first game. 3 batters in, they've got a run on the board. Hale had to hold up for Fielding. Again, Fielding not sure if the center fielder Clampett was going to catch that or not, so he had to stay a little closer to the bag. That brings up D. Bell. Bell in the designated hitter spot here in game 2. He was 0 for 2 in game 1. So back-to-back games, he gets a break from behind the plate. Indian infield is in on the grass, looking to cut the run off at home with less than 2 outs. No outs here in the top of the first. Foul straight back. And no balls and 2 strikes. quickly on the board here, 1-0, top of the first. Hale running for Herring at third. Haverkamp is at second. And that's going to be in center field, and that is going to fall down for a base hit.
That'll score 2.
That's going to score 2. Haverkamp coming in right on the heels of Hale. And D. Bell takes second on the throw. RBI single. David Bell scores 2. Cougars quickly up 3-0.
We are coming out firing right now.
Haverkamp doing a good job reading that from second base. He was on the run all the way, and he was right on the heels of Ryan Hale coming in to score. 3-0, still nobody out here in the top of the first. Cougar bat starting to come alive. This is Jacob Lessman. Lessman shows a bunt. He does get it down right in front of the plate. Doesn't have to go to first for the out. Jacob was 1 for 2 in the game, but it's going to be a sack bunt here for the first out, and that moves D. Bell over to third base. So runner 90 feet away for Jack Kennedy. Kennedy 0 for 1 with a walk in game 1. Infield still in, toes on the grass. That comes, inside called strike. Wind is definitely picking up from what it was in game 1. And we are completely in the shade now, so we are nice and cool. A 1-1 bunt. Squeeze play was on. D. Bell had to put on the brakes. Pop foul and out of play. D. Bell coming down the line on that one. No balls and 2 strikes. I think Kennedy's going to be swinging away here with 1 out. And the 0-2 pitch sets up well outside. Hits the target, but they just set up outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Maddox Moline waits on deck. Cougars have already doubled their hit total from game 1 here in the top of the first. 3 singles and a double. Fouled at the plate, and they're calling that a strike. Throwing down to first to complete the strikeout, and they do. So catcher just missed that, so that's a strikeout, drop third, completed at first base for the second out, and that will bring up Maddox Moline. Runner at third, 2 outs for Moline. Moline 0 for 2. Alvarado infield will go back to their normal depth now with 2 outs. And first pitch, almost downstairs to Moline. So a lot of excitement just starting out here. 4 straight hits for your Cougars. They got 3 runs on the board. And that breaking ball in there for a strike. Singles back Garrett and Herring. RBI double followed up by Will Haverkamp. 2 RBI single from D. Bell. Bell is at third base. The 1-1 to Moline. Outside and low, 2 balls and a strike.
If Maddox can get on the base, he's pretty fast, so he could steal.
Burnett comes set. And the 2-1 outside, 3 balls and a strike. And the catcher Timmy Luther will call time and go out to his pitcher Colton Burnett. Lee Sanders at third, Caleb Koch, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, is at shortstop. Brady Stevens, second base, Samuel Chapman at first for the Indians. Left field is Colton Lamb, center field DJ Clampett, and right field is Jay Welch for your Alvarado Indians. Indians are ranked 32nd in the state by Texas High School Baseball. They come in a record of 1-3. Their win is against Maypearl, and they have losses against Glenrose, Mineral Wells, and Springtown. Glenrose is going to be opponent of China Spring in the China Spring tournament here in a couple weeks during spring break. And that pitch is going to be outside for a ball, and Moline will work the walk. And that'll bring up Mason Warner for his first at bat of the season. Runners at the corners and 2 outs for Warner. And first pitch swinging, it's going to be to the shortstop. He's going to come up, scoop it, and double clutches, and that's going to be not in time as the ball gets away from the first baseman and comes in to score. Moline over to third base. So Warner will reach on the error. That was going to be close. I think it was going to be in time. We're going to give that an E6. But Moline does come into, is it Moline? Yeah, no.
No, it was
D-Bell comes in to score.
Sorry.
D-Bell comes in to score. So runners at the corners. 4 runs in for the Cougars here in the top of the first. Cougars have batted around Trey Glockson at the plate, number 9 batter for your Cougars. 0 for 2 in the morning game. And that pitch grabs that outside corner for strike 1. Moline at third, Warner at first. 4 runs in the inning. This inning has stayed alive thanks to the error from the Indian infield. And that's going to be a chopper to second base. Second baseman's going to scoop it up, throw over, and that will be the inning, but not before the Cougars get some runs across. Biggest inning of the young season so far for your Cougars. 4 runs on 4 hits, and there's 2 left on. We move to the bottom of the first. It is China Spring 4 and Alvarado coming up. This is Cougar Baseball, presented by Holdfast Wellness.
Here in China Spring, we take care of our own. From busy parents to athletes to hardworking professionals, your health fuels everything you do. That's why Holdfast Wellness exists, bringing medical-grade wellness, recovery, and aesthetics right here at home. Energy, recovery, weight loss, confidence. Personalized care led by experienced medical professionals you can trust. Holdfast Wellness. Be the best version of you.
George Villa, if you're working, if you're in transportation, and anything else that needs a physical, he is there for you. Also does the chiropractic work.
The federal government requires that all your drivers with commercial driver's license have to have a physical at least every 2 years. Sometimes it's every year, just to make sure that they're safe be driving those huge trucks out on the highway. We also do the athletic physicals here in the office.
20 plus years in the business at 611 West Highway 6, Suite 108 in Waco, or healthshield.com.
Back here in Alvarado for the bottom of the first. Here's your defensive alignment for your China Spring Cougars, brought to you by Keith Ace Hardware. On the mound is Hayes Herring, first start of the season for him. Behind the plate, Carson Garrett. Third base, Will Haverkamp. Shortstop, Jack Kennedy. Second base is Maddox Moline. First base is Jacob Lesman. In the outfield in left, we got Vincente Morales, Trey Glockson in center, and Mason Warner in right for your Cougars. Again, thank you, Keith Ace Hardware, for bringing us our starting lineups all season long. Head out to Keith Ace Hardware for your hardware needs. They thank y'all very much for supporting Cougar Baseball. It's going to be DJ Clumpett, Brady Stevens, and Timmy Luther for the Alvarado Indians as we start here at the bottom of the first inning. Cougars, big 4 runs in the first. That's going to help them all the way through. Biggest inning of the young season after 2 games. Again, that wind is howling, coming in from the left field pole into the first base dugout, essentially is about the way it's blowing. And it is picked up from game 1. First pitch from the lefty Herring will be fouled back for strike 1. My buddy over here to my left, Brady Lewis, is rethinking his wardrobe choices. It's a little chilly now that we're in the shade.
Freezing.
And that is a strike called And Herring gets ahead, no balls and 2 strikes.
I am not good with the cold, I can say that.
Thinking I should have worn some little thicker pants, I think.
Yeah.
And the 0-2. Misses downstairs, a ball and 2 strikes. You get out of the wind and into the sun, it's really a nice morning, but now that the shade has come over for us, it is definitely on the cool side. That pitch will miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, China Spring without Hudson Brown, without Caden Beckham. The flu is running rampant within the Cougar baseball program. That's fouled to the third base dugout. We have had to cancel both JV and freshman games at home. Just so many kids are coming down with the flu, or I don't know if it's the flu or just cold symptoms, but they're not well. Strikeout there for Hayes Herring. First strikeout in Cougar Blue for Herring. That will bring up Brady Stevens. Bases clear and 1 out. Stevens, an honorable mention all-district selection last season for Alvarado. And a cut and a miss. Low and inside, the ball and a strike here to Stevens. Pitch will miss. 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, misses well upstairs and outside. Herring falls behind 3-1. And that will come inside. And Stephen will work the walk. 1 on and 1 out for Timmy Luther. Junior catcher for Alvarado. Pitch from Herring swung on, foul tipped into the mitt of Carson Garrett for strike 1. Well upstairs. Garrett jumping out of the crouch to grab that one. It's a ball and a strike. Check swing, fouled over toward the first base side. And Herring gets ahead, a ball and 2 strikes. One, 2 from Herring, cut and a miss. Second out of the inning. We'll bring up Colton Burnett. 1 on and 2 out for Burnett. Burnett on the mound. He was the district pitcher of the year for Alvarado in their district, and he is committed to Northern Oklahoma. 7-3 record, 134 ERA, 97 strikeouts last season. And a courtesy toss over to first. Stevens is back. Herring, the lefty on the mound. Have not seen a great move yet just because I haven't seen much of him, but I bet he's got a good one going over there to first. Pitch home is outside for ball 1. Again, Herring, just a sophomore. Does come from a pedigree. His dad, Coach Hart Herring, pitched at A&M, pitched in the professional level. His brother is at Arkansas, and that's going to be a little looper. Second baseman Max Moline does a great job there, getting the glove on it and getting the third out of the inning.
Great snag.
Little looper with that wind blowing. That was not an easy play at all. So good job there for Maddox Moline. No runs on, no hits, 1 left on. We are complete through 1. It is China Spring 4 and Alvarado 0. This is Cougar Baseball, presented by Hold Fast Wellness.
Looking for a great vehicle that fits your budget? Look no further than Bird Collagen Ford. Right now, choose from over 120 vehicles priced under $35,000. Customer favorites like the Ford Ranger, Maverick, and Bronco Sport, plus a huge selection of quality pre-owned vehicles ready to drive home today. Shop in our climate-controlled showroom or browse out online anytime at bkford.com. For 90 years, Bird Collagen Ford has been proud to serve our community. Driven by Waco, Bird Collagen Ford.
From the roof over your schools to the fields where your kids chase their dreams. From the waters where memories are made to the celebrations that'll change your life. The Parsons family's here. Serving, supporting, protecting our kids. Always here for Central Texas. No matter the need, Parsons has you covered.
Top of the second inning and top of the order for your China Spring Cougars, Carson Garrett, Hayes Herring, and Will Hafferkamp. Your Cougars with 4 runs in the first with a 4-0 lead as we go into the second. This second inning brought to you by Jeff Holder Farmers Insurance. Appreciate Jeff Holder there on Valley Mills Drive, a Cougar graduate, a Cougar State champion 1993 baseball team. Go to talk to him, you're not sure if you're going to get, yeah, he was an integral part of that state championship team, or if you'll get the fact that he kept score, but he was on that team. Thank you, Jeff Holder, for helping us out here at Cougar Baseball. Garrett infield single his first time up, and he shows bunt and bunts it foul. Garrett got that first hit of the season here in Game 3. He's glad to get that one behind him. That one misses upstairs, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Grabs that outside corner. Garrett now down the ball and 2 strikes. Herring waits on deck. To the third baseman, he will scoop it up and he will boot it. And Garrett is on again for the second time, this time via the error. Lee Sanders having a little trouble with that one, just hits off the heel of the glove. And Garrett is aboard. His pinch runner, Lakin Fielding, will come on. So 1 on and nobody out for Hayes Herring. Herring, solid single into right field his first time up. His pinch runner came around to score as well. Again, Carson Garrett gets the pinch runner. He is behind the plate, going to save the legs a little bit. Also allows him to get the gear on and get right back out for the next inning. That is hit down the line, and Herring almost knocks his dad off the ground. Goes right at the feet of Coach Hart Herring for strike 1. Ball comes back into the field of play. They now get it away. An 0-1 count here to Herring. Throw over to first, Fielding back. That pitch misses upstairs and outside. A ball and a strike here to Herring. Wind is whipping. In the dirt, good block there by Luther. Keeps that ball in front. 2 balls and a strike to Herring. Fielding running for Garrett at first base. Swung on, popped up, foul, and out of play over the third base dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Hayes Herring. Haverkamp waiting on deck. Love to get another opportunity. Would Haverkamp with 2 men on. And again, popped up foul, third base side. That one hits the net, stays in. Haverkamp will retrieve that foul ball. And the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Herring calls time. They're taking a little too long for his liking. Now steps back in. And right back up the middle off of Burnett. Second baseman's going to try to scoop it up. Not able to get a clean fielding. That's going to be an infield single for Hart Herring. Off of the pitcher. Then the second baseman Stevens tried to get a hold of it. He was unable to do so. So first 2 guys on again. Ryan Hale coming in to run for Herring. And there are 2 on, and they're going to give Vernon just a little time just to be sure he's all right. And Coach now will come out and talk to him. So they're going to take a break. Both runners are going to come in and talk to all the coaches. We'll step aside for a brief 15 seconds while they have that conversation. This is Cougar Baseball, presented by Hold Fast Wellness. Conference on the mound is complete. Lakin Fielding running for Carson Garrett goes back to second base. Ryan Hale running for Hayes Herring goes back to first, and Will Haverkamp. Haverkamp to RBI double his first time up. 2 on, nobody out here in the top of the second, just like it was in the top of the first. And the pitch to Haverkamp misses downstairs for ball 1. Checks his runners and comes home. Breaking ball finds a zone. It's 1 ball and 1 strike here to Haverkamp. That's going to be chopper to shortstop. He scoops it up, gets it out of the glove, throws it over, and that is going to be in time. That will move the runners over. But that will be the first out of the inning. Haverkamp goes down 6-3, and that brings up David Bell. D-Bell 2 RBI single his last time up. Indian infield will come in. Runner third, less than 2 outs. When they do that infield hit, they want to try to cut that run off at home. Vernon steps off, wants his catcher to go through the signs again, and does. And the pitch, and that's going to be hit well down the line, and that's going to pull foul. D-Bell gets a hold of it, but pulled that trigger just a hair too early. Great swing on that pitch. Oh, 1 comes inside. It's a ball and a strike. One upstairs. Fielding running for Garrett at third. Bell running for Herring is at second. One out here. Top of the second. Cougars with a 4-run lead, looking to add to it. Two one. Center field. Center fielder came up. Now he's going back. Looks like he's got a beat on it. Puts the glove up. Both runners will tag. Fielding will come in to score. RBI sac fly. David Bell. Second out, but Fielding comes in to score. Hell moves over to third. The runner at third base with 2 outs now for Jacob Lessman. Lessman, the sacrifice bunt, his first time up. Lessman started on the mound at Globe Life. He is an Oklahoma State commit for pitching. Infield back to normal depth with 2 outs. And first pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. Again, great to see Ryan Hell out there. Had surgery November on that left shoulder. He's had that same surgery on his right shoulder the previous year, or 2 years ago. It's great to see him back here for his senior season. That pitch will fall out of the zone. 2 balls and no strikes. Big cut and a miss. Two one from Burnett. That's going to be right to the second baseman. Eats him up a little bit, keeps it in front. Does a good job keeping that in front, and that will be the out, and that will end it for the Cougars here in the second. But the Cougars do get 1 run across on 1 hit, and they leave 1 on. We will move to the bottom of the second inning. It is China Spring 5 and Alvarado 0. This is Cougar Baseball, presented by Hold Fast Wellness.
Looking for photos that truly tell your story? At Alicia K Photography, we capture the real you, especially graduating seniors who want images as unique as their journey. Showcase your passion with portrait-style sports photos that freeze the best moments in time. Whether it's family portraits, couples, or engagements, we create memories that last. And for that big day, beautiful, timeless wedding photography you'll cherish forever. Visit aliciak.mypixieset.com and follow on Instagram and Facebook to book your session today. Alicia K Photography, your story, beautifully captured. We know it's baseball season, but don't blink. Football will be here before you know it. Friday nights, Cougar football. The 2026 season brings a new district: Burnett, Stephenville, Marble Falls, Jarrell, and Lampasas. And this fall, under the lights at Cougar Stadium, we welcome the Gatesville Hornets, Brownwood Lions, Burnett Bulldogs, Marble Falls Mustangs, and the Lampasas Badgers. The bands, the crowd, the lights. Every game, every Friday night. Live, right here on YouTube. Like and subscribe. This is your home for Cougar football. Protect the brand.
Bottom of the second inning here in Alvarado, 5, 6, and 7 for the Indians as China Spring leads 5-0. You saw the ad, China Spring Cougar football, right here on YouTube next season. Like and subscribe. Got some good games. Got a new head coach, new offensive coordinator. That was just announced this week. So we're excited for that football season. That's going to be right here on YouTube. Like and subscribe for that and all of your Cougar baseball this year. Hayes Herring, first pitch of the second, will miss downstairs for ball 1. Jay Welch batting here for the Indians. Right fielder looks at the 1-0. Swung on. Foul territory, first base side. Lessman has an opportunity, and then the wind just blows it away. It's going to be a ball and a strike here to Welch. Back up the middle, almost takes the feet out from Hayes Herring. That's going to be a single first hit of the afternoon for the Indians. I'll bring up Caleb Coach Caleb Cox. I don't know exactly how you got a guy I work with. He pronounces it Coke. Or Cook. No, he pronounces it Cook. So Caleb, number 1, shortstop. Senior for the Indians. Takes that first pitch in there for a strike. 1 on and nobody out for the Indians here in the bottom of the second. Giant Spring 5 and Alvarado 0. See the score bug up in the top left corner. That is all run by Brody Lewis. Gives you all the information. That's going to be a bunt down the line. That's going to be a good one. They're waiting for it to go foul. And it's will simply not.
Wow.
And that is how you do a bunt. Infield single there for Caleb. And it just hugged the line all the way down. That puts 2 on and nobody out for Lee Sanders.
That was a beautiful bunt. Doesn't get better than that.
Yeah, that's exactly how you do it. Sanders, honorable mention all-district last season for Alvarado, 287 batting average. He is a junior. 2 on, nobody out here. Carrying in a bit of a trouble here in the second. Showing bunt, pulls it back, and that pitch is a called strike on the inside corner. Shows bunt again, does get it down. That is going to be to Lessman at first. His only play is going to first. And that's a sacrifice bunt there for Sanders. Both runners in scoring position for Samuel Chapman. Chapman on Texas High School Baseball just listed as a pitcher at a 2.15 ERA last season. First pitch to him is on the outside corner for a strike. And runners at second and third. 1 out here in the bottom of the second. The Indians trail the Cougars 5-0. 0-1, swing and a miss. Aaron gets ahead 0-2. Downstairs, Garrett sets up off the plate. Herring hits that spot. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, Garrett on the outside corner. Just misses the spot. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And upstairs and outside. After falling down 0-2, Chapman now has a full count. Payoff pitch. Swung on. It's going to be into right field. Mason Warner coming on. He will get it. And runner does not tag. Well, second out of the inning. Good job, Warner. Battling the wind. Again, that wind is howling out there, and that was pushing that away from him. Runner did not tag at third. Don't know if he would have had an opportunity if he was tagging. That'll bring up 9-hole hitter Colton Lamb. Pitch to Lamb. Bounced off the plate. Garrett does a great job keeping that in front, and it's 1-0. Carries 1-0 right down the middle. 1 ball and 1 strike. In the dirt again, Garrett does a good job, keeps that in front. Two balls and a strike here to Lamb. Popped up, foul territory, third base side. Will Haverkamp looks like he has a beat on it and does, and brings it in. The first 2 singles do no damage for the Cougars. No runs on 2 hits and 2 left on. We're complete through 2. It is China Spring 5 and Alvarado 0. This is Cougar Baseball, presented by Hold Fast Wellness.
Here in China Spring, we take care of our own. From busy parents to athletes to hardworking professionals, your health fuels everything you do. That's why Hold Fast Wellness exists, bringing medical-grade wellness, recovery, and aesthetics right here at home. Energy, recovery, weight loss, confidence. Personalized care led by experienced medical professionals you can trust. Hold Fast Wellness. Be the best version of you.
George Villa, if you're working, if you're in transportation, and anything else that needs a physical, he is there for you. Also does the chiropractic work.
The federal government requires that all your drivers with commercial driver's license have to have a physical at least every 2 years. Sometimes it's every year, just to make sure that they're safe be driving those huge trucks out on the highway. We also do the athletic physicals here in the office.
20 plus years in the business at 611 West Highway 6, Suite 108 in Waco, or healthshield.com.
When I started school sports, I didn't know who I wanted to be. I just wanted to play.
But looking back, I developed character, resilience, and integrity. And now I'm settled in a career. I'm a leader to my own kids and my community. I know who I am and where I belong, and it started with school sports. I found my place. Find yours.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Top of the 3rd inning here in Alvarado, China Spring 5 and Alvarado 0. This 3rd inning brought to you by Maddox Electric. Thank you, Jerry Maddox, for helping out Cougar Baseball. A huge part of Cougar Baseball family the last 4 years. Kept the lights on and electricity running for us in the press box, kept us fed a lot. So need some help with electric work, call Maddox Electric for your needs. 6, 7, and 8 for China Spring, Kennedy, Moline, and Warner. Kennedy first pitch takes for a ball. And the 1-0. Gets it outside corner, it's a ball and a strike. 0 for 1 is Kennedy. Struck out in the first. Right down the line, that's going to be a fair ball. Kennedy's running for second. Left fielder Lamb is just now getting to the ball. Kennedy's going to stand up there. Lead off double for Jack Kennedy just inside the line. We'll bring up Maddox Moline. Moline a walk back in the first. Squaring the bunt is Moline, pops it up, and Luther able to get under it for the first out. That will bring up Mason Warner. Unable to execute, moving the runner over. Now Warner will come up. He's 0 for 1. Did reach on the error. Runner at second in, 1 out. Good pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Maybe Burnett and Luther crossed up a little bit there with a runner at second base. Luther comes out to talk to his pitcher. Conversation still ongoing between the battery. Burnett wants to step away. Luther keeps talking. Burnett coming out to break it up. Now they're ready to go. Oh, 1 count to Warner. Kennedy at second. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Cougars up 5-0. Oh, 1 foul tipped at the plate. Warner down, now down, no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2, that's down the right field line. That's going to be trouble, and that is going to fall down for a fair ball. Kennedy's coming around third. He is going to score. Warner picks up his coach. He is looking. He's being waved to third. Throw is going to come in, and it is going to be not in time. RBI triple, Mason Warner.
Great hit right there. With that wind, that would put it way in that corner.
Yep. Hit it just right, got it there. Right fielder Welch had to go chasing for it. That brings Kennedy in from second. Another run in for the Cougars. Runner 90 feet away for Trey Glockson. Glockson 0 for 1. Again, infield is in. Square down, squeezes on. They're going to try to go. No, and there is no play.
What a play.
RBI bunt single for Trey Glockson. Small ball at it. Warner comes in to score. 7-0 now the score. Trying to spring over Alvarado. Back to top of the order and Carson Garrett. Glockson leads off from first. That pitch is going to find the zone for strike one. Good piece of hitting there. Squeeze was on. Warner was coming down the line. Just as Glockson made contact, Glockson put the good bunt down, and that's exactly how you draw it up. A lot of people want to see those hard hits into the outfield, maybe get over the wall, but a beautifully executed bunt scores a run. That is great baseball. And the 0-1. That's going to hit down the line. That's going to fall down for a fair. Glockson coming around. He is going to go to third. He is going to be held up there. And that's a double for Carson Garrett. There's Glockson over to third. Runners at second and third. Still one out here for Hayes Herring. Herring looked to help his situation along. Down 7 runs. The Indians still bringing that infield in, trying to cut the run off at home. Bringing that infield in usually increases your batting average by about 100 points. It's a lot harder for the infielder to get a hard hit grounder. That pitch will miss downstairs, 4-1. So you're taking a chance bringing that infield in.
That's the most scary thing about baseball is when they're coming in and they hit the hard liner or a hard ground ball.
The 1-0 breaking ball finds that outside corner. Good pitch there from Burnett.
Especially when you have a hard hitter like Hayes.
Yep.
Coming out 90s, even 100 sometimes.
And pitch that's going to go through. There's that extra 100 points there for a base hit. Right fielder fumbles it a little bit. Run comes home. 2 RBI single by Hayes Herring. Just splits the first and second baseman there with a drawn in infield. Two runs come in to score. 4 in the inning. Score now 9-0. That will bring up Will Haferkamp with a runner at first base. Ryan Hale running for Hayes Herring. Haferkamp 1 for 2, RBI double, back in the first. And that's going to be right back up the middle for a base hit. Cougar bats have finally woken up this season.
We are seeing the ball like a beach ball right now.
Right. That will bring up D. Bell. Bell 1 for 1. 2 RBI single back in the first and an RBI sac fly in the second. Runners at first and second, 2 outs, 4 runs in the inning. Still just 1 out. Cannot see the entire Indian bullpen. I don't see any action from my vantage point. Yeah, they've played a tournament all weekend long. You don't know how much pitching they have left. Pitch for Burnett, big cut and miss from D. Bell. His eyes got big on that one.
the left fielder's hugging that line a little bit. Big gap in left center.
Goes to left. That left fielder's coming in. Shortstop's going out. Shortstop able to get it. Good run there by Caleb Koch. Able to bring that one in. That was a tough one again. That wind playing havoc out there. But made a good play on it. And that'll bring up Jacob Lessman. Cougars again bat around. They batted around in the first. Have now batted around in the third. Lessman 0 for 1. Sack bunt in the first and RBI ground out in the second. Runners at first and second. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Cougars up 9-0. Breaking ball comes in for strike. Oh, 1, that's going to be through the hole for a base hit. Hell's coming around third. Double clutch the left fielder did, and that throw is well offline. It's going to be an RBI single. Jacob Lessman takes second on the throw. And Cougars are up 10-0. Just solid hit in between the shortstop and the third baseman. There for Lessman. Yeah, he takes second on the throw. Hell running for Herring comes in. Camp moves over to third. Lessman at second. Runners at second and third. And Jack Kennedy, who led this inning off with a double, is now up. Kennedy 1 for 2 with that leadoff double here in the third.
We've got a great rally going. Hopefully we can keep it going.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Third game of the year, and the Cougars have, for the first time, messed up my scorebook. They have batted 10 in this inning. Don't mind when this side of the scorecard gets messed up. Ten to nothing the score here, trying to spring over Alvarado in the third. And Burnett will step off, and there is now action in the Indian bullpen. And the 0-1. Swung on and missed. No balls and 2 strikes here for Kennedy. Trying to get the scoreboard with the right count. It's still not there. No balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch, and that's going to be hit to the shortstop. He will scoop it up. Throws over to first, and that will do it for the inning. Not before the Cougars push across 5 runs. 5 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits.
Dang.
2 left on. We move to the bottom of the third inning. It is China Spring 10 and Alvarado 0. This is Cougar Baseball, presented by Holdfast Wellness.
Here in China Spring, we take care of our own. From busy parents to athletes to hardworking professionals, your health fuels everything you do. That's why Holdfast Wellness exists, bringing medical-grade wellness, recovery, and aesthetics right here at home. Energy, recovery, weight loss, confidence. Personalized care led by experienced medical professionals you can trust. Holdfast Wellness. Be the best version of you.
George Villa, if you're working, if you're in transportation, and anything else that needs a physical, he is there for you. Also does the chiropractic work.
The federal government requires that all your drivers with commercial driver's license have to have a physical at least every 2 years. Sometimes it's every year, just to make sure that they're safe be driving those huge trucks out on the highway. We also do the athletic physicals here in the office.
20 plus years in the business at 611 West Highway 6, Suite 108 in Waco, or healthshield.com.
Bottom of the third, top of the order for the Indians. 1, 2, and 3. Clampett, Stevens, and Luther as they trail your China Spring Cougars 10-0. 4 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 5 in the third for China Spring. Gives Hayes Herring a lot of cushion here going in to this third inning. Popped up, third base side. Haverkamp on the run, has a chance, and he will make a great play.
What a snag.
Unfortunately, that is out of your view, but that was a great job by Will Haverkamp. And Coach Beckham gets that hat that flew off the head of Haverkamp. Big smile, puts it back on top. Great play there, Will Haverkamp. Put a big star by that one. First out of the inning, that will bring up Brady Stevens. Stevens will walk his first time up. And that pitch is going to be hit well down the left field line, but pulled it foul. No balls and a strike. Again, wind blowing that away from, pretty much was blowing that right toward the home plate area, and it was right in front of the dugout, and Haverkamp on his horse just went out, and at the last second reached that glove out and grabbed it. Great job, Will Haverkamp. Pitch misses upstairs and outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, that's the time I wish we had some other cameras and can show a great angle of that. That was just out of the camera view, but that was an excellent job by Haverkamp. Popped up foul and out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Stevens. Bases clear and 1 out. Bottom of third. China Spring up 10-0. The 1-2 from Herring misses downstairs and inside. Evens count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And 2-2, fouled at the plate. Herring will toe the rubber again for a 2-2 pitch. Far third base side of the rubber, Herring sets up on. And the pitch just misses upstairs, and that will bring the count full. Payoff pitch. Hit well in. Haverkamp again.
Great place.
Just start the glove up in the right spot. Got it in. Line drive out there from Stevens. Haverkamp like it's nothing. Got that one for 2 outs. That'll bring up catcher Timmy Luther. Luther strikeout victim in the first. He is 0 for 1. See that big old smile on Haverkamp's face from here. Pitch is outside for ball 1. 2 great plays in a row there by Will. Great job. One-0 from Herring. Gets that inside corner. Whipping the jersey of Herring. Pitches upstairs and outside. 2-1. Pitch misses inside and low. 3 balls and a strike here to Luther. Pitcher Colton Burnett, is on deck. Herring looks to keep him in the dugout. And will not be able to, as Luther will work the walk. See if we've got a pinch runner for the catcher. He's looking in the dugout like, who's coming out for me? And nobody is. I'll bring up Colton Burnett. He was a little looper to the second baseman, Moline. Moline doing a good job on that play. And now he's going to run off. Let's see who replaces him. There, we got a runner. It's going to be number 7, J.D. Franco, coming in to run for Luther. 1 on and 2 out for Burnett. Probably Burnett. Umpires got the scorecards right. They've got everything written down. And ready to go. Herring from the stretch. And the pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Oh, one in the dirt, gets away from Garrett. And Franco will be able to move up to second base on the wild pitch. Just came up and over the shoulder of Garrett there. He slams that glove, knows he should have kept that in front. The 1-1 to Burnett. Foul tipped. That's ball and 2 strikes. One-two comes inside. Job Carson Garrett keeps that one in front. Evens count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second base. Here in the bottom of the third, Cougars up 10-0 over the Alvarado Indians. The 2-2. That's going to be hit down third base line. Haverkamp again makes a great play on it. Just that time it was a foul ball. And the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two misses upstairs, and will bring the count full. Payoff pitch, misses upstairs, and Burnett gets the walk. Bring up Jay Welch. Welch will single up the middle to lead off the second, and was left stranded at third. Pinch runner for Burnett. That's number 2, Zadion Espana. Two on and 2 out here for the Indians in the bottom third as they trail by 10. Pitch misses outside for ball 1. One-0 popped up foul territory, and that's going to fall out of play. And Coach Beckham quickly coming out of the dugout. I don't know if he sees something he didn't like, or Coach Herring saw something he didn't like from a mechanic standpoint. He quickly comes out. When he does that, that's typically something, hey, let's get something corrected real quick here. They are out talking that. All of the infield and the catcher Garrett is in right in front of the mound discussing that. 1 ball and 1 strike to Welch here, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. This looks like more of a mechanics discussion than anything else. And quickly off the field and everybody back to their spots. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here, bottom of the third. Runners at first and second for the Indians. And the pitch again misses upstairs. It's 2 balls and a strike. Again missing well upstairs. Herring takes a quick walk behind the mound, comes back up. Again on that far third base side of the rubber. And the 3-1 misses upstairs. And Welch will get the walk. That is 3 walks in a row issued by Hayes Herring. That is not a typical run here for Mr. Herring. brings up Caleb Cook. That bunt single, that hugged the line first time up. Comes blowing inside for ball one. Quick 2 outs by Herring, both by great plays by Will Hafferkamp, and now he's put himself into some trouble. Now he's got to get out of it. Big cut and a miss. And the 1-1, that is off the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Upstairs, outside, 3-1, and nowhere to put Mr. Caleb. And again, well upstairs, and that will walk in the first run of the game for the Indians. And looks like we will have a pitcher change as Coach Beckham is out again, so while the new pitcher warms up, we will step aside. This is Cougar Baseball presented by Holdfast Wellness.
Looking for a great vehicle that fits your budget? Look no further than Bird Collagen Ford. Right now, choose from over 120 vehicles priced under $35,000. Customer favorites like the Ford Ranger, Maverick, and Bronco Sport, plus a huge selection of quality pre-owned vehicles ready to drive home today. Shop in our climate-controlled showroom or browse out online anytime at bkford.com. For 90 years, Bird Collagen Ford has been proud to serve our community. Driven by Waco, Bird Collagen Ford.
From the roof over your schools to the fields where your kids chase their dreams. From the waters where memories are made to the celebrations that'll change your life. The Parsons family's here. Serving, supporting, protecting our kids, always here for Central Texas. No matter the need, Parsons has you covered.
Jack Kennedy getting warm for your Cougars. We'll take a quick moment to mention them in the first game. Our Cougs in college. Trace Necessary, Mason Kirk, Cage McLeod, Jaden Honey, J.C. Hughes. Those are the guys that have gotten some action so far. McLeod starting first baseman for your Tarleton Texans. Kirk has seen a couple at-bats. Trace Necessary's got 13 at-bats. Jaden Honey's got 3 appearances. We're going to keep track of these guys all season long. Again, great to see our Cougars in action beyond the high school level. Jack Kennedy comes into a big spot, bases loaded, 2 outs. First pitch from Kennedy is in there for a strike. Lee Sanders up to bat, sacrifice bunt his first time up. This moved Hayes Herring back to first, and that moved Jacob Lessman over to short. Those 3 just rotated, and time called. And Carson Garrett made a call that one. Possible something, BBs or something from the field blowing up in his eye. And that's going to be a little chopper ground foul, excuse me. And Kennedy gets ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Cougar JV and freshmen, they've got the flu bug going. It's affected varsity level as well, so hope everybody gets well by next week as that pitch comes outside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Just from looking here, Hudson Brown, Caden Beckham, I haven't seen those 2 guys. I think they've been down with sickness as well. I don't know if it's flu or cold, but it's hit Cougar baseball pretty hard, and that will come in just inside. But the ball looked like it was coming toward the hip of Sanders, and it did miss, but it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So I hope everybody gets well by Thursday. Cougars will take on Longview Spring Hill Thursday afternoon, 4:30. Their next game, that pitch is outside, and that brings the count full. Again, nowhere to put a runner. Payoff from Kennedy. When we popped up center field, Center fielder Glockson coming over. Also Mason Warner, and it will be Glockson who gets it. So just one run comes in for the Indians. One run on 0 hits. And Jeff Kennedy left them loaded. We're complete through 3. It is China Spring 10, Alvarado 1. This is Cougar Baseball, presented by Holdfast Wellness.
Looking for photos that truly tell your story? At Alicia K Photography, we capture the real you, especially graduating seniors who want images as unique as their journey. Showcase your passion with portrait-style sports photos that freeze the best moments in time. Whether it's family portraits, couples, or engagements, we create memories that last. And for that big day, beautiful, timeless wedding photography you'll cherish forever. Visit aliciak.mypixieset.com and follow on Instagram and Facebook to book your session today. Alicia K Photography, your story, beautifully captured. We know it's baseball season, but don't blink. Football will be here before you know it. Friday nights, Cougar football. The 2026 season brings a new district: Burnett, Stephenville, Marble Falls, Gerald, and Lampasas. And this fall, under the lights at Cougar Stadium, we welcome the Gatesville Hornets, Brownwood Lions, Burnett Bulldogs, Marble Falls Mustangs, and the Lampasas Badgers. The bands, the crowd, the lights. Every game, every Friday night. Live, right here on YouTube. Like and subscribe. This is your home for Cougar football. Protect the brand.
New pitcher on for the Alvarado Indians as we begin the top of the 4th inning. Joseph Bennett coming in from the bullpen, replacing Colton Burnett. I don't think we got any other changes for the Indians. Bennett was in the dugout to start. Be 7, 8, and 9 for the Cougars here in the top of the 4th. Moline, Warner, and Glockson. Moline 0 for 1, popped up foul territory his last time up, a walk in the first. Cougars with a 10-1 lead here in the top of the 4th inning. First pitch from Bennett is inside, 4-1. One on misses well upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Well outside, 3-0. Moline going to kick that bat, firmly planted on that right shoulder. And 3-0. Called strike on the very top of the zone. And it's 3-1. Popped up right field. Right fielder comes over and will camp under it for the first out. One out for Mason Warner. Warner RBI triple his last time up. First pitch will miss, 4-1. And stay tuned to social media for China Spring softball. They are in action today. I'm not sure what times they're playing, but they had a huge day yesterday. That pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1. A 12-2 win over Rogers and a 17-0 win over Valley Mills. Chelsea Bureau, Taryn Crouch, and Jayana Green all going deep there at the Tournament West. That's going to be hit to the shortstop. He will scoop it up, throw over to first, and that is going to be the second out of the inning. That brings up Trey Glockson. Glockson 1 for 2, RBI single his last time up. Glock had that squeeze bunt RBI his last time up. First pitch for Bennett in there for a strike.
This pitcher's kind of showing you the ball early when he holds it back towards the second base.
Upstairs, 1 ball and 1 strike. Downstairs, 2-1. Top of the order, Carson Garrett looking to get an opportunity here. Bases clear and 2 outs to Trey Glockson. Big cut and miss. Evens count at 2. First ball again misses the zone. That'll bring the count full here for Glock. Down the first base line, first baseman Chapman will get it himself, take it to the bag, and for the first time the Cougars are retired in order. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. We move to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's China Spring 10 and Alvarado 1. You're watching Cougar Baseball presented by Hold Fast Wellness.
Here in China Spring, we take care of our own. From busy parents to athletes to hardworking professionals, your health fuels everything you do. That's why Hold Fast Wellness exists, bringing medical-grade wellness, recovery, and aesthetics right here at home. Energy, recovery, weight loss, confidence. Personalized care led by experienced medical professionals you can trust. Hold Fast Wellness. Be the best version of you.
George Villa, if you're working, if you're in transportation, and anything else that needs a physical, he is there for you. Also does the chiropractic work.
The federal government requires that all your drivers with commercial driver's license have to have a physical at least every 2 years. Sometimes it's every year, just to make sure that they're safe be driving those huge trucks out on the highway. We also do the athletic physicals here in the office.
20 plus years in the business at 611 West Highway 6, Suite 108 in Waco, or healthshield.com.
New pitcher on the mound for your Cougars is Will Hafferkamp. That will move Jack Kennedy over to third base. I believe everything else will stay the same. I'm sure that's Moline still at second.
It is.
It is. So your infield third to first, Kennedy, Lessman, Moline, Herring, outfield left to right, Morales, Glockson, and Warner with the battery of Hafferkamp and Garrett. Double checking my outfield just to make sure, and it is. Bottom of the 4th inning, China Spring 10 and Alvarado 1. Second appearance on the mound for Hafferkamp. Will had a third of an inning at Globe Life Field. Not the best outing he had 3 walks on that outing. So first pitch will miss outside for ball 1. This is first baseman Chapman. Chapman is 0 for 1 for a fly out and a great play by Warner his first time up. And that pitch outside and gets all the way back to the backstop. 2 balls and no strikes. It's going to be hit to the shortstop, Lessman. He will come. Scoop, glove it, throw, and going to be in time. Great stretch there by Herring as well. First out of the inning. That will bring up Colton Lamb. Lamb is 0 for 1. Popped out to Haverkamp his first time up in foul territory. Pitch from Haverkamp in the dirt. Ball one. Top of the order, DJ Clampett waits on deck. Bases clear and one out here in the bottom of the fourth. The 1-0. Well outside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Hopefully we can get a quick 1-2-3 inning so we can come back and hit.
Yep, need to get them out with no runs here as the cap flies off of Haverkamp mid wind up. Not sure what they called it. Was it a ball?
Yes, sir.
3 balls and no strikes. We're going to try to get back to that 10-run lead and end it for sure in 5 innings. We will have a time limit on this game as Lamb will get the walk. 1 on and 1 out, back to top of the order, and DJ Clampett. Mineral Wells Rams are coming in. Looks like they're going to play right after us. So again, we started just after 11:15, so 1:15 is when we're going to have got a pinch runner. Espana coming out to run again. We're going to have a hard stop around 1:15. Can't tell the other team who is it. There's orange. Who's that? Pitch from Haverkamp, that's going to be in the dirt for a ball. Oh, that's Springtown.
Oh, okay.
Springtown and Mineral Wells going to get started after us. Pitch gets the outside corner. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. One from Haverkamp. It's going to be a slow chopper. Second baseman's going to get it. Go to second for 1, and that's the only out they're going to get. So quick thinking there by Moline does get the out at second. So Lamb is erased on the fielder's choice. Clampett now at first. I'm sorry, that was pinch runner Espana running for Lamb. So runner first and 2 outs now for Brady Stevens. Pitch will miss. The 1-0. It's going to be 2 shortstop Lesman. He will get it, touch the bag the short way, and will get it. Able to work around that 1 out walk. No runs, no hits, 1 left on. We're complete through 4. It is China Spring 10, Alvarado 1. This is Cougar Baseball presented by Hold Fast Wellness.
Looking for a great vehicle that fits your budget? Look no further than Bird Collagen Ford. Right now, choose from over 120 vehicles priced under $35,000. Customer favorites like the Ford Ranger, Maverick, and Bronco Sport, plus a huge selection of quality pre-owned vehicles ready to drive home today. Shop in our climate-controlled showroom or browse out online anytime at bkford.com. For 90 years, Bird Collagen Ford has been proud to serve our community. Driven by Waco, Bird Collagen Ford.
From the roof over your schools to the fields where your kids chase their dreams. From the waters where memories are made to the celebrations that'll change your life. The Parsons family's here. Serving, supporting, protecting our kids, always here for Central Texas. No matter the need, Parsons has you covered.
We know it's baseball season, but don't blink. Football will be here before you know it. Friday nights, Cougar football. The 2026 season brings a new district. Burnett, Stephenville, Marble Falls, Jarrell, and Lampasas. And this fall, under the lights at Cougar Stadium, we welcome the Gatesville Hornets, Brownwood Lions, Burnett Bulldogs, Marble Falls Mustangs, and the Lampasas Badgers. The bands, the crowd, the lights. Every game, every Friday night. Live, right here on YouTube. Like and subscribe. This is your home for Cougar football. Protect the brand.
Top of the fifth and top of the order for your Cougars here in Alvarado as they lead the Indians 10-1. Garrett Herring and Hafferkamp for China Spring. Carson Garrett, 2 for 3, has been on base all 3 times as he reached on an error in the second. Single in the first, double in the third. And first pitch swinging, that's going to be in the center field. Clampett coming in at center field and at the shoe tops and is able to make the catch.
Good catch right there.
Good running catch there by Clampett for the first out of the inning. Again, with that, take that wind into consideration as well. It just makes it even harder. Did a good job charging that. Had to go down, picked it off his shoelaces for the first out. That'll bring up Hayes Herring. Herring is 3 for 3, 3 singles, 2 RBIs. First pitch swinging is Herring to center field for Clampett. It's a little bit easier for him this time. Camps under it for the second out. 2 pitches in, 2 outs for the pitcher, Joseph Bennett. And now Will Hefferkamp, bases clear and 2 outs. Again, Cougars looking to get 1 more, possibly 2, in order to ensure the game can end at 5. They can keep Alvarado off the score sheet in the bottom of the 5th. Again, we're running close to a time limit as well. We've got a game after us, Mineral Wells and Springtown. First pitch to Will, taken all the way, and that is going to miss for ball 1. Catcher Luther hesitated at that throw back, thinking that he thinks that should have been a strike. It was a close pitch. And the 1-0. That one in there for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Hafferkamp. Hafferkamp 2 for 3. RBI double back in the first inning. And the 1-1 outside, 2 balls and a strike. D-Bell on deck. And the 2-1. That's going to be into right field. Right fielder came in for a minute and then stopped and had to jump up to get it, but that is going to be it for the Cougars here in the 5th. A quick 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, nobody left on. We move to the bottom of the 5th. It is China Spring 10, Alvarado 1. You're watching Cougar Baseball, presented by Holdfast Wellness.
Looking for photos that truly tell your story? At Alicia K Photography, we capture the real you, especially graduating seniors who want images as unique as their journey. Showcase your passion with portrait-style sports photos that freeze the best moments in time. Whether it's family portraits, couples, or engagements, we create memories that last. And for that big day, beautiful, timeless wedding photography you'll cherish forever. Visit aliciak.mypixieset.com and follow on Instagram and Facebook to book your session today. Alicia K Photography, your story, beautifully captured.
When I started school sports, I didn't know who I wanted to be. I just wanted to play.
But looking back, I developed character, resilience, and integrity. And now I'm settled in a career. I'm a leader to my own kids and my community. I know who I am and where I belong, and it started with school sports. I found my place. Find yours.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Three, 4, and 5 for the Alvarado Indians here in the bottom of the 5th. China Spring with a 10-1 lead over Alvarado. Hafferkamp still on the mound. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. It is just my assumption this is going to be the last inning no matter what. I think we're on like an hour and 45 time limit, not at 2 hours. That pitch is going to be fouled into the netting on the first base side. 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, tournaments, we ended pretty early that Brock game, so that was right about the 1:45 mark. So we will see after 3 outs here in the 5th as that's going to be fouled off to the third base side. That's 1 ball and 2 strikes to the catcher, Timmy Luther. Luther 0 for 1, strikeout and a walk. His pinch runner has scored the only run for the Indians this afternoon, as Luther will call time. And Cougars jumped on it early. First 4 batters all came around to score in the first inning. Put 4 runs on the board. Pitch is outside of the zone, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 4 runs in the first, 1 in the second, and 5 in the third. He comes inside. Full count now here to Timmy Luther. Payoff from Haverkamp. Swung on, it's going to be fouled. Third base coach fields it in the box. And the count remains full. Haverkamp again with the payoff. And that is going to miss the zone. That's going to be a leadoff walk for Luther. Again, he will probably have a pinch runner come out for him. That brings up Colton Burnett. And Luther is staying on. Burnett 0 for 1. Walk his last time up in the third. That pitch in there for a strike. One just misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. Then your infield for your Cougars, third to first, Kennedy, Lessman, Moline, and Herring. It's going to be hit down the line and just foul. Ball and 2 strikes. Outfield left to right, Morales, Bloxon, and Warner. With your battery, Haverkamp and Garrett. And the 1-2 breaking ball comes inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Burnett turns the shoulder in. Just gets out of the way. That's close to being a hit by pitch. And the 2-2 again inside. And again a full count here for Haverkamp. Foul tipped in and out of the glove for Garrett. Again, we will do full count pitch. Haverkamp delivers, and that comes inside. Back-to-back walks for Haverkamp. Will bring up Jay Welch. Oh no, this is a pinch hitter. Zedion España is coming in to hit. And that will bring Coach Beckham out of the dugout. We will step aside while they have the conversation. This is Cougar Baseball presented by Holdfast Wellness.
Here in China Spring, we take care of our own. From busy parents to athletes to hardworking professionals, your health fuels everything you do. That's why Holdfast Wellness exists, bringing medical-grade wellness, recovery, and aesthetics right here at home. Energy, recovery, weight loss, confidence. Personalized care led by experienced medical professionals you can trust. Holdfast Wellness. Be the best version of you.
Conversation on the mound is over. There's 2 runners on. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. China Spring with a 10-1 lead. Pinch hitter Zedion España here for the Indians. First pitch from Haverkamp is in there for a strike. 0-1, just misses the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike. That one catches zone, 1 and 2. Espana fouls that one off. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. And African with that strikeout looking for the first out of the inning. Bring up Caleb Cook. Cook is 1 for 1. Single back in the second and an RBI walk in the third.
Double plays here.
Yep.
Any base.
1 pitch away. Let's go. First pitch misses it downstairs for ball 1. Again misses downstairs. 2 balls and no strikes. Big cut and a miss. He's counting 2 balls and a strike. Just outside, now 3 and 1. I don't know if you can tell very well on the screen, but the guys' jerseys are just flapping in the wind. 3-1 comes in. This is upstairs. Third walk of the inning from Haverkamp. Bases are loaded for the third baseman, Lee Sanders. Nope, another pinch hitter. Number 22, Landon Beeson. Bases loaded. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Pitch will miss. It's going to be to Jack Kennedy. He thought about coming home, and he goes to first, and that ball gets away from Herring. 1 run comes in to score. 2 runs come in to score. Again, that was there. I think Herring just missed it. But Beeson will reach on the E3. Luther comes in to score. Burnett comes in to score. Wilk moves over to third. Runners at the corners. Just 1 out. 2 runs in the inning. Score now 10-3. Kennedy doing the right thing there. Look to see if he can come home. Wasn't there, so he went to first, and Herring unable to squeeze it over there. 1-0 here to Samuel Chapman. Chapman is 0 for 2. Pitch is outside. Umpire stood up like he was going to call that a strike and then did not. 2 balls and no strikes. (2-0). Foul straight back.
Still have a double play opportunity.
Yep. 2-1. A little slow chopper up to the mound. Haverkamp will get it. Goes over to first for the out. Another run comes in to score. And right play there. Right move for Haverkamp for the second out of the inning. Cook comes in to score. 3 runs in the inning. Runner now at second base and 2 outs. Didn't see the number. Is this still number 4?
17, I think it was.
17. Oh, Joseph Bennett coming in. He is on the mound.
Yep.
First pitch outside of the zone for ball one. Runner at second base and 2 outs. It's going to be roller to Hayes Herring. He is going to step on the bag and take it, and that is going to do it. And that is going to be the ball game. As Indians did get 3 runs there in the 5th, bring their total to 4, but not enough. China Spring, the big first, second, and third inning. 4 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 5 in the third. Enough here today as they take this 10-4 over the Alvarado Indians for their first win of the season. Cougars are now 1-2 on the season. Next game will be Thursday in Bullard. We will take on Longview Spring Hill at 4:30. I believe we've got didn't look at the schedule completely. I think we got a doubleheader on Thursday. So stay tuned for us. We're going to have it there for you. But China Spring takes this one 10-4 over the Alvarado Indians. Cougars now 1-2 on the season and look to improve that next week at the Bullard tournament. So, Brody, what you think? You ready to go get warm?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, let's do it. For Brody Lewis, my name is JB Dominguez. This is China Spring Cougar Baseball presented by Holdfast Wellness. Thank y'all for tuning in. Again, we'll see you Thursday, 4:30, China Spring and Longview Spring Hill. Until then, we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.